To factor an expression, you need to write a numerical expression or an algebraic expression as a product of factors. So let's say we had 3 times 7 plus 3 times 2. We can rewrite this as 3 times 7 plus 2. Okay, so we're taking this factor and putting these add-ins here, these factors, inside the parentheses. So if you remember from distributive property, it's kind of going backwards. So if we were to distribute this out, we would get 3 times 7 plus 3 times 2. So let's look at factoring two numbers using the greatest common factor. That'll help make a little bit more sense. So we want to factor 18 plus 30. And we're going to use the greatest common factor. All right, going back to unit 1 here. So if we look at the factors of 18 and the factors of 30, we know that for 18 we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. And for 30, we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. Okay, so we're going to look for that greatest common factor. And I see here that our greatest common factor is 6. Okay, so that means we're going to write each of these terms, 18 and 30, as a product of 6. Okay, so let's look at here, 18 plus 30. We want to rewrite each of these as a product of 6. So what times 6 is 18? Well, 6 times 3 is 18. And what times 6 is 30? Well, 5 times 6 is 30. So we see here, they're both now written as products of 6. Now we're going to write them using our distributive property. Okay, so 6 goes on the outside of our brackets, and on the inside we have 3 plus 5. Now, if you wanted to check your work to make sure, you can always do it backwards and use distributive property to check. We know 6 times 3 is 18, plus 6 times 5 is 30. Okay, so this is something that will come easier as you practice more. Let's do one more. Let's do factor 20 minus 12, and I'm going to do a subtraction one. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. Factor of 20 could be 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. And 12, it's going to be a little shorter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Our greatest common factor is 4. Okay, so we're going to rewrite each of these terms, 20 and 12, as products of 4. Okay, so 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 3 is 12. Have that minus sign. So the factor goes on the outside of our brackets, and on the inside, 5 minus 3. Okay, try one on your own. Try factoring 9 plus 15 using your GCF. You can hit pause. Okay, so for 9, we know we're going to have 1, 3, and 9. For 15, we have, let's see, 1, 3, 5, and 15. The greatest common factor is 3. So we're just going to rewrite this as products of 3. 3 times 3 plus 3 times 5. And then we write it as 3 times 3 plus 5. And we have factored this.